Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I know most of you might know us, but for those of you who don't, I'm Sylvia. I'm a boss babe, and
I'm Courtney, and I'm a proud mom and a content creator. And together we're side
side by
by side.
side. Well, again, thanks for joining us. And today is going to be, we're going to go over a lesson, and it's going to be called Tips on How to Attract People to Your Opportunities or Products. So, we all know as business owners that is, basically what we need to do in order to grow our business. Now, just a reminder, anything, that we have as far as worksheets will be provided below. So then that way you could go ahead and follow along with that. So what we're going to do is today we're going to do two parts. Okay. The first part is going to be how meeting people is similar to dating. Okay. We're going to show a little similarity with that. The second one is going to be, why do people say no to your opportunity or product? Okay, so before we go ahead and do that, let me ask you, Courtney, how do you go about inviting people to like your product or business?
What I do is I get to know them. I ask questions and, just casual conversation, but I keep my ears out listening for a problem. And then later on, I'll either, if the time's right, I'll talk to them right then and there. If the time's not right, I make sure I get their contact information and I will contact them later on.
Okay, so and what I do is very similar. When I meet people, I get to know them. Obviously, I'm a real chatterbox, so I don't have a problem talking and bringing up conversations with people. So, and I do the same thing. Depending on the time, I might have like 2 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever, but I make a connection. And, if we get along, we resonate. I might not find out anything, but still at the end, possibly get a contact number and keep in touch. And then that's when we go ahead and find out if there's a need or, a way that we could be of service to these people, because that's what our job is to be of service to help them in one way or another, live a better life. So those are just a few examples how people do it. That's how Courtney does it. And that's how I do it. Okay.
You don't want to be
So
throwing up on people.
what's that?
You don't want to be throwing up on people going, hey, I can do this, I can give you this, and I can give you this. They're going to
Exactly.
go
So
like, this, no, what, nothing to do with yeah.
exactly. So the first thing, like I said, we're going to go over is part one, which is how it's similar to dating. So you know how sometimes you meet somebody and you're like, oh my God, wow, they'd be perfect in my business. They'll be a perfect customer. And how that's similar to when you meet somebody and you're like, wow, that could be my boyfriend. I could really see myself with them. Or, these wild thoughts, my God, we could get married. That's kind of jumping the gun, right?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. You don't want to do that, to somebody that you just met. So the similarity there is, instead of doing that, what are you going to do when you date? You get to know somebody, right? You go on a few dates, have some commitments. You get to find out, their personal life, if they have any needs.
Their
If
quirks.
they, that could be, yeah. You want to know if you want to work with that person. I agree with that. That's another thing. So it's good. And you want to do that because you don't want to do that all up front, because you're going to scare the person. They're going to be like, what is going on here? Again, if you meet somebody, like I said, the man of your dreams, and you said, oh my God, would you like to get married? What are they going to tell you? You're out of your mind. So the same thing when you approach somebody and you tell them, hey, you want to join my business? And they're like, yeah, you're out of your mind. The same thing.
Yeah.
So that's why there are similarities as far as different relationships, but the same concept is there, trying to get to know somebody. So another thing too to check for as far as business, if a person is an employee, you need to ask them, like, right about, or one way or another, are they even interested in having their own business or going on that path? Because that's important, because obviously they are an employee and they probably like it and they don't want to change, and that's what they want. So that would help you, in the beginning, so you don't spin your wheels on thinking, wow, they'd be great, but you know what, they're happy where they're at. So
And
they
not
did.
everyone is business owner material.
Not everybody is, not everybody wants to. So that's what, you would call definitely the big ask. You want to know that as far as the business, but maybe they might be interested in products, two different things. But again, you have to get to know them. You don't want them to think that, you're too pushy or impersonable. Always be genuine with, your conversations. Ask them general questions and to find out if there's a need or a problem. And if not, that's okay. You made a new friend, you never know, what might become of that. And keep in mind, you can also use, it's called the 4 technique. And Courtney will talk about that in a little bit when she goes ahead and talks as well. So that is part 1, how meeting somebody is similar to dating. Now, part 2 is you ask yourself, all the time, why did they say no? Why weren't they interested? I don't get it. And that's everybody. It's not a you thing. Now, there's a lot of reasons why people say no. Okay, so just a few of them to give you an idea is there's not enough rapport. Again, like I said, you can't, ask the person to marry you right when you meet them. You got to talk to them, get to know them, take your time, just like anything else. So there's no rapport there if you're going to do that right at the beginning. So they don't think you're credible. They think you're after something when you're actually out to help them. Okay. Another one would be they don't see the value in what you are trying to help them with. If you're trying to help them with a product or with the business, they don't understand why you would be, asking them about that. So, and another one is they're not clear on what you're asking. Okay, be very clear when you do ask them for these opportunities. That way they know, what you're trying to do or, what you're trying to accomplish. And then another one would be there's concerns. They're just like, they don't trust you. They're like, yeah, I don't understand this, or I need to research it, or I don't, I'm allergic or whatever, people can say anything they want. What?
Or she's weird.
And yeah, or she's weird, or she doesn't stop talking. It could be anything. I never got that, by the way. I'm just kidding. It could be anything. But these are just a few reasons why people will just say no. They're not making the connection. Okay, it's not always just like, nah, I don't want to. There's always a reason behind it. So tips on that to help you guys is find commonality. If they talk fast, talk fast. Kind of match their personality. That way they can resonate more with you. Another thing is body language. If they're relaxed, relax more. Don't be so stiff, because we get stiff when we're trying to talk to people. And another one is dress appropriately. I know a lot of people don't think about this, but it's kind of like you don't walk into a professional place where everybody's all dressy in shorts. Yeah, that's not a good look. But that's the same thing. Like if you're going into a really nice hipster coffee shop, you're going to want to dress like that as well. That way, you kind of match the environment, and people will feel more comfortable for you to talk with them and, strike a conversation. So those are things that will help you as well. Try to, because I know the first step is, hard for people just to make a conversation with people. But these things will help you feel more at ease. And then that way you could help people. Now, Courtney's going to go ahead and go over some, areas on how they say it and the Ford method as well.
Thank you, Sylvia.
You're welcome.
4 main reasons for saying yes to your invitation. You must first build a rapport with prospects. They like you, they trust you, they see you as credible. That's very important. Your prospects recognize how your products and business can be useful to them. And really, when they know that you show that you care about them and you're not doing this for you, you're going to have a better rapport. They're very clear on what you're asking or why they should take action with you. You can anticipate and handle people's concerns in advance. And that's really important, is be genuinely concerned for them. Because yes, we all want to build and make an income and build a lifestyle, but that's not what's important. What's important is the person that you're prospecting, and hopefully they'll become a customer or a business partner. So genuinely show them that you care. Now, applying the 4 techniques. Hey, Sylvia, What's the Ford technique?
The Ford technique, let me see here. It's found on the road dead.
I don't think so.
Did I get that wrong?
Yeah, you did. And I'll thank your partner for that one. What Ford means is family, occupation, recreation, and dreams and goals. And when you listen to
I guess I was on the wrong page.
when you listen for those, you will find an area that may not be what they're struggling with, like family, not making enough income, occupation, hate their jobs, recreation, they want to travel and they want to do things, but because of not having enough money, they can't travel. And dreams and goals, they may have bigger dreams and goals than where they're at now, but they don't have the tools that they need to move on from where they're at.
That's
so
true.
yeah, so make conversation natural and relatable to your business. And like I said, travel forward. You just keep that in mind and you'll be set on whatever conversations you're having with your prospects. Now, you're going to want to ask people questions and get to know them better. And that's how you're going to find their problem. You'll ask them on how, you'll ask yourself, hey, how can I invite this person to try my products? Or how can I invite this person to take a look at my business? And then the skill of inviting is especially important to turn prospects into business owners or into customers. And most of people you'll meet are not thinking they need a business opportunity because you got your 95% and your 5%. 95% of the population are employee mentality. 5% is business mentality.
Oh, you know what? That's a good tip. I actually didn't know that. So people like us were like in the 5%.
Yes.
Exactly. That's pretty
Exactly.
cool. I didn't know that. I'm glad that you brought that up because that's actually a huge statistic.
And guess where I learned that? Robert Kiyosaki.
Oh, he's great. He has a lot of things to teach people. Definitely.
So we want to take the 95 percenters and move them to 5 percenters if they're interested. And like I said,
Yes.
not everyone is a business mentality. They're
Join
business
us for
owners.
the 5%, everyone.
Yes, awesome. So all too often, a lot of people are trying to build a business and will ask someone that they do not, do you just want to check my business opportunity out?
Yeah.
It's
Again,
the time
remember, you can't ask somebody when you see them, God, would you marry me? Because
exactly.
yeah, that's not gonna
You
work.
look at that, you're like, yeah, no, I just met you. Not sure what
Exactly.
works or anything you have. So, and
And
it's
I
not,
know, we've all been a culprit of that at one time or another,
Yep.
not on purpose, probably just a mistake, out of being excited. You're like, oh my God. And then they're like, hey, keep a distance. It happens.
It does. It does. And you know what? Don't take it personal if they say no. It's okay. It's just not for them. It's not for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Just go, okay, thank you for your time, or thank you. You can still be friends with them. You can still stay in connection. They're just not meant to be a business owner or buy products.
And another tip, don't take anything personal. You don't have any control of anybody and what they think and what they say. All you can do is be an example, show them, what you do and who you are. So don't ever, ever say, oh my gosh, nobody wants you, because it's not true. You don't want to put that negativity on you. So, oh, you guys always remember, keep intentional with your behavior because everything's subject to change. So don't take anything personally.
And again, I'm going to keep reiterating this. It's going to take multiple exposures, just like dating, multiple dates. It's going to take multiple exposures to get to know them more, to understand what they're looking for, and being a service to them. It could be second time, it could be the fifth time. Just be patient.
It could be a year or
Exactly.
more. You just never know, and it just depends on what that person's need is, and they may never even become a customer, knowing that the products that you sell, but that's okay. You were still being of service to that person.
Here's something I could throw. They may never see a value in your products, but they've known you well enough They may refer you to someone who might be looking for your products. You might get a referral from this too.
Mm-hmm.
That's a whole nother way of looking at this too, is, that's why you build a rapport with them, because they might go, well, I don't want to use their products, but my friend here may like some of her stuff. So I'm going to refer her to her because she's friendly, kind, and nice. And she's built a rapport with me.
And genuine.
Yes.
And funny. No, just kidding. That's just a my thing. But no, that's true, because you never know who they might know. They might know somebody who has a need. And it's perfect, because then they know and trust you, and then they go ahead and tell them about you. So yes, that is another avenue as well.
Yep. So when you ask someone to look at your product or
with
business,
that.
yes, sorry, I didn't hear. When you ask someone to look at your products and business opportunity, it can be helpful to have a reason.
That sounds really good, and I'm glad that you mentioned that. But I hope all this information was useful to you guys out there. Again, if you have any questions, let us know. I mean, obviously, we just condensed everything, but there's, we could go into so much more, but we don't want to keep you forever, because, we don't know how long that would be. But so, again, let us know down below. Thank you again for joining us on this particular topic. And again, I hope it resonates with a lot of you and it helps you. And again, let us know if, and please let us know. We need to know what your thoughts are, if this is helping you at all or not, or what have you, or just say hi, that's good too.
We value your honest opinion. We really do. We would value if there's something we could do to improve, there's something we could do to add, please tell us. We would really, really value that. And with that, leave a comment down below and tell us what we can improve on or what you got from this video. And if you would like to see more of this content type video that we just did, please give this video, boy, I can't talk today. Give this video a thumbs up. It will let us know that you like the content. Also, we're open to suggestions, and let's just grow together.
Yes, let's grow together. Thanks, guys, and we will see you soon. Bye.
Bye. Have a great day.